Hare Krishna, retrograde planets and your past life karmas. This is what we are going to discuss. First of all, let me explain you what is a retrograde planet. A planet that appears to be going backward is known as retrogression. A lot of planets get retrograde except Sun and Moon, and they get retrograde multiple times. The planets like Jupiter and Saturn, they have a huge long-term impact when they get retrograde, known as Vakri. The planets like Mars and Mercury and Venus, they have short-term impact in the transits. But when you are born, if planet is retrograde at that time, how do we analyze the past life karma associated with it? This is what I am going to explain you today. Retrograde planet means that there is something that has not been completed in the previous life, in the previous birth. You see, example, if your previous life is yesterday and your present life is today and your next life is tomorrow, then imagine a scenario that you went to the school in the morning and you had a test today, and there was an assignment that you have to show to your teacher, and there are two things. One, you have made the assignment and unfortunately you forgot to bring the assignment. The other thing is that you have not completed the assignment and deliberately left the copy at home, telling the teacher that I forgot the copy, I'll bring it tomorrow. In both the cases, the punishment and the struggle is going to be the same. Now, another scenario that you quickly ran towards the car, you were getting late for something. The moment you sat in your car for your office work, you just remember that you forgot to pick up your laptop or your office bag. You have to go back, open the entire, or maybe lift, go up, to the 8th or the 12th or the 15th floor, come down, pick your bag, and then sit in the car and then go. What has happened in these scenarios? One, there has been discomfort. Second, disappointment. Third, now you become very obsessive that I should quickly go and get it done, known as cheshta bal. That you quickly want to do things and then come back. And then, last but not the least, this has caused delay. These are the characteristics of retrograde planets. I'm giving you this in a very simple way. A teacher is a teacher who could make complex things simple. So, wherever you have retrograde planets, in whichever house and whichever lordships they have, they are going to give these characters, these situations in those houses. Suppose Jupiter is retrograde and it is sitting in the ninth house, and somehow it is the lord of the ninth house and the 12th house. So you are going to have these problematic situations in the ninth house, also in the 12th house, and also where Jupiter is the significator, the karaka. So Jupiter is definitely the karaka of the second house, fifth house, ninth house, 11th house. And there will be situations in your life where these houses will give you delay and frustration. Delay in children, also delay in love, romance. There could be frustration. You have to go back and check your actions there. There could be delay in hopes, wishes, and desires. Could be problematic situations where you know you have name and fame and public reputation and relationships with the society. That samajik pratishtha, that's gonna take a lot of time, and that's where you left from your previous life. And in this series, what I'm going to do is I am going to take all the all the five planets, starting from Mars, then Mercury, then Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn, one by one, telling you that if you have one or many such planets retrograde, right, what exactly is the meaning? So, this video is dedicated to Mars. Suppose you have Mars retrograde in your horoscope. What have you done? You have been and you will be reluctant to take actions in your life. You are going to take action in the last minute. I have seen students who have been preparing, not preparing for their exams in the last week, in the last couple of days, in the, in the last 12 hours, they are preparing for the final exam. It happens with all the functions, good and bad moments of their life. Because Mars is action. And here you are going to do things in the last minute. That's one major problem. And that is what you were doing in the past life, because of which you have Mars retrograde. You need to introspect and say, hey, no, I'm not going to do it in the last. You will move one step ahead and then one step back, and then you will take the final step. Right? So this is causing delay. Again, Mars, one step ahead, one step back, and then the final step, which can create a lot of frustration. Ideally, these people with Mars retrograde are very gentle and jovial personalities, but once in 3 months, once in 6 months, or once in a year, they will have sudden burst of anger, which is like unexpected for the people living around them. And you know what? They will really find difficult to identify the direction of life, that in which direction my life is going. And once they are able to find that direction, especially after the age of 28, trust me, retrograde Mars, there's no looking back. They are going to be superb and fantastic. It is that they need some time to find out the direction. That's it. Mars represent brother. In female's chart, the husband is Jupiter, but also the sexual pleasure from the husband is coming from the Mars. So if you're a male, you definitely have a karmic settlement with your sibling. I've seen people with retrograde Mars, they have settlements with friends, cousins. They have to do lot of things for the cousins and friends, and maybe, you know, very close first cousins. Or maybe the parents have married twice and they have a sibling from a different mother or a different father, depending upon the situation, and they have lot of karmic settlement with them. Guaranteed. And if you work for them, if you help support them, 100% the ultimate pending karma is solved. You see, when you have Mars retrograde, you have really worked on your body. You might be you in a defense or some soldier, or Mars also represent occult sciences. I've seen great astrologers, people who've done a great job in Jyotisha, in occult, in mantra, Vedic, Tantra Vidya. They have been associated with Mars. It is time to go back and give direction to your life. Work hard, go to gym. This is what is pending. You did not take care of yourself in the past life. And you will have guilt for not having a strong physique or a good physique in your life. You may have guilt for that anger outburst that you had. You will be calm and composed for 3 4 months, and then again, because of the frustration, it can have a burst. The most important thing is you have to see the house significations. What houses the Mars is lord of? And depending upon those house significations, these same results will come. If the Mars is lord of the seventh house, definitely some aggression, some pending karma related to a partner or to a spouse. You can discuss your Mars retrograde and the position, in the comments, and I love to reply there, because you have to understand that you are born when a planet is retrograde is not by chance. It is because of your past life karma related to that planet and related to the house significations. This time I'm doing Mars. Then I'll do, you know, obviously Mercury and then Jupiter, all the five planets. And if you can give me your date of birth and time where you have retrograde Mars, probably I'll pick up one chart in my next video and I'll let you know. But let me know how much can you relate to this retrograde Mars. I'll come up again. Till then, Hare Krishna, Har Har Mahadev. Thank you.